Good morning, judges. Thank you for attending our presentation today. My name is Tensai Johannes, and I'm a part of Protege Consulting. Standing beside me are my fellow employees, Eileen Zhao, Isaac Ramirez, and Samantha Sebring. Protege Consulting was founded with the goal of helping companies in the pursuit of diversity and inclusion. And now as 3M's goals start to become more and more intertwined with ours, we believe it can be of great assistance to them. But more specifically, in their value of broadening the awareness of STEM for a range of different backgrounds. And although they've made significant strides with programs such as 3M Gives, we must still remember what diversity truly means. Diversity is the practice of including a range of different backgrounds. And if 3M wants to live up to this definition, they must include all backgrounds, especially prominent ones, into STEM. And as of right now, there's a very large demographic of people that are continually being ignored.
And what Tensai is referring to is those who are mentally disabled. As you can see right behind me, 34% of people in the US who are mentally disabled are unemployed, which is 17 times higher than the average in the US. But what's even more alarming about this employment is that those who are mentally disabled and are capable of being in the workforce, specifically STEM, aren't able to get those high jobs. As a matter of fact, one of my cousins who recently graduated from UC Berkeley is really good at his STEM career, is unable to get the same advancements as some of those who work beside him. And that is all due to his lack of social skills and professional skills due to his Asperger's. But sadly, he's not the only one that has to deal with this. As you can see, only 3% of those who are mentally disabled are able to get corporate jobs, while 51% of the population in the United States work in corporate jobs, kind of showing how there is a huge disparity that we must solve here with our initiative. So that's why we've come up with 3 different target markets for what we want to resolve. And the first one being those who are mentally disabled and are actively looking for a STEM career. That's our number 1, and this is kind of in an inverted pyramid type of market scheme. So going from the top to lowest is how we'll funnel it. The second one being those who are actively looking for a career but are not really sure. And then the last one is those who are just looking for some professional development skills. So now that we've gone over our target market, I want to introduce you to our initiative, the DEEM Initiative. So you may ask me, what is the DEEM Initiative? The DEEM Initiative stands for 4 main things: disability, empowerment, education, and mentorship. So there's 4 main steps of the DEEM Initiative. And the first one relies on the groundwork, being our coursework. We want to include a course into the DEEM Initiative by partnering with other schools, which correlates to the second ideology of the DEEM Initiative, being our partnerships. This is how we're going to get our coursework out there, which involves professional development and social skills. The third one being our mentorship. We want to make sure that they are able to not just take the course, but also expand on their learning by talking to those 3M professionals who share the same experience. And then obviously, we want to cater to what you guys have tasked us with, being to hopefully once be able to reach 1 million different people, which is our hope in expanding to a variety of different colleges throughout the DEEM Initiative.
So now I'll be going into more detail about the DEEM Initiative, and it will start at the University of Minnesota because that is where 3M was founded. And it's going to be a quarter-long course that is offered every fall for students who have a mental disability. It is going to be once a week in person, Thursdays 4 to 6. And during those in-person times, they will get to experience workshops, meet with their mentors. It is intended for students with mental disability. And it is 1 credit, no credit class, so it won't be that rigorous. You can refer to the syllabus that is in the folder for a more detailed outline of what topics will be covered every single week. So now moving on as to what these students are going to gain from this course. They are going to be gaining professional development. They'll get to learn from their STEM mentors how to act in a professional environment, and they'll also get to talk with the CEO of 3M and have workshops featuring a bunch of other alumni from 3M. And again, they are also going to have mentors who are in a STEM career and they have or have had a mental disability. I do want to point out that they will be getting a survey every week, just detailing like what they thought about the program as a way that we can measure the success of the DEAM initiative.
Just as Sam has mentioned, DEAM has a great plan of action and organization. But this doesn't mean anything if we're not bringing in the right group of people who can take advantage of this opportunity. And that's why we have a strategy of promotion. Our strategy of promotion is comprised of 4 main different methods. The first will be through project partners. Our ideal project partner would be a business or organization that has a long-standing history of helping the mentally disabled. A great example of this would be NAMI, which stands for the National Alliance for Mental Illness. NAMI is the largest grassroots organization in the U.S. helping the mentally disabled. But if we look at their Minnesota branch, and more specifically at their Sector for Support and Education, they have very little employment opportunities for the mentally disabled, let alone in STEM. Secondly, we'd like to spread the word of DEAM to the general public, and we do this through events such as the Live In Music Festival, which is a 3-day country concert in Minnesota that sends all of its profits and proceeds towards mental health awareness. But more importantly, they prioritize advertising organizations and businesses that help support the mentally disabled. Third, we seek to take advantage of federal programs such as ODEP. ODEP stands for the Office of Disability Employment Policy, and they seek to fund and advocate for businesses that provide employment opportunities for the mentally disabled. And secondly, they greatly believe that mentorship is a quintessential factor in helping the mentally disabled enter the workforce. And DEAM fulfills both of these needs. If we partner with ODEP, we can not only grow within Minnesota, but spread to surrounding states such as Iowa. And ODEP has done this multiple times with several organizations in the past. And lastly, we would take advantage of our already large network, for example, reaching out to the University of Minnesota and asking us to put us in their newsletter, or reaching out to other schools and partners I previously mentioned to do the same. And obviously reaching out to DEAM alumni and DEAM families to spread the word about DEAM to other people who they believe could benefit from the program.
My group have been already diving into the details of the initiative. Now it is my turn to conduct some SWOT analysis to get more insight of the initiative. The strength that we're having right now is helping students to get more career inspiration and also interest in STEM, and also help us to be competitive because we have special design course and also strong partnerships. At the same time, the strong partnership will help us to get more promotion opportunities and also get more attention from the society. And overall strength is demonstrating that 3M is a company that have the social responsibility, but at the same time we also have weakness, which is give us opportunity to explore some alternatives, such as design course for the college based on their principles and their school culture, but that will keep us stay competitive and also be aware of our competitors at the same time. Now let's take a look at the timeline. We're going to launch our first course on September 7th, 2022. We're going to start with 30 students, and in next 2 years, we'll start to expand our program across the regions in the United States. And we'll also start to expand our team because we need a stronger team to operate the program. Our final goal is to help 1 million students to step in STEM career or education, and we hope that we will reach different states in the United States in 2030. And now I'm going to pass parts to Isaac